Hello, bookish friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I am very excited for you guys today because my friend Lori, I'll put a picture of Lori here up on the screen. My friend Lori here at the Chatty Bookworm, me and her are here to announce a readathon happening in 2024 and a little bit into 2025. And what readathon that is called? Well, stick around and you'll find out. So, Lori and I, we've been friends for so long. I think 5 years we've been friends for, if I'm not mistaken. And we wanted to do something fun to like celebrate our 5-year anniversary. So, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, blankets, books, anything you want. Today I am drinking a black tea from Starbucks. So, yay. Love it. Anyways, I'm also going to be using my phone today because I have all my information I need for the readathon. But before I tell you more about it, let me tell you what the title is. The title is Binge Series Readalong Athon. It'll make sense once I talk about it. So we're going to start this in 2024. So we're starting this in January. And the first series that we want to it's going to be a reread for us, but the first series that we want to binge read with you guys is the Sarah J. Maas universe. So let me get my notes up so I don't mess up the months and the dates like I feel like I will. It's binge series along, and the hashtag is binge series along 24 and 25. For the hashtag if you want to join us. And like I said, we're going to focus, the first big series we're going to focus on is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. So here's how this is going to work. So each month we'll read a book in that certain amount of time. This is a read at your own pace. This is where we're going to make a group chat on Instagram. So let us know down below in the comments below and let us know if you want to join. And I also will tell you like what month the books we're reading in, if it makes sense. I feel like I'm getting myself confused. I am so sorry. So anyways, in January, we are going to be reading 2 books. So like I said, our first series is the Throne of Glass series. So in January, we are going to be reading Throne of Glass, which is book 1 of the series. And we're going to be reading The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. Both of these are obviously Sarah J. Maas. I'm not going to repeat myself. So what is going to happen is there's 2 books for 1 month, and so on and so on. So for January, we're reading both Throne of Glass and The Assassin's Blade. The very first time I read the series, I read Throne of Glass first, then I read Crown of Midnight, and then I read The Assassin's Blade. But I saw on TikTok, I forgot who it was. If I can find it, I'll leave it down below. They read The Assassin's Blade first, then they read Throne of Glass. So if you want to do it that way, you can. Just as long as you guys are joining us along for the read-along, because it's going to be starting in January. There's no page breakdown or anything. Like I said, this is a read at your own pace. So in January, we're reading both Throne of Glass, which is technically book 1 of the series, and then The Assassin's Blade, which is a collection of short stories. So very excited for that, and going on to the next few months that we have. In February, we'll be reading Crown of Midnight, which I'm very excited for because this is the one that I remember the least of, so I'm curious to see what I would think of it. And I'm hoping this time around I can annotate my copies because none of these are annotated. In March, we're going to be reading Air of Fire. In April, we're going to be reading one of my favorites of the series, and that's Queen of Shadows. Then in May, we're going to do a tandem read, and I found a document, or not me, but Lori found a document of how you can do the tandem read, so I'll leave that down below. I'll also leave Lori down below. But in May, we are reading 2 books because you can tandem read these at the same time. And that is Empire of Storm and Tower of Dawn in May. which is perfect because these two are quite big together, and I haven't done the tandem read like they recommend it to be, so I'm excited to see how that's going to work for me. But yeah, very stoked to get to these. Tower of Dawn is also like my least favorite book of the series, and also Empire Storm is like one of those books that I kind of forgot that was part of the series, you know? And then in June, my birthday month, which I love that my favorite book ended up in my birthday month. In June, we'll be reading the Behemoth Kingdom of Ash, and that will wrap up the Stone and Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. And of course, my beautiful copy, I spray painted this myself, and I love how this looks on camera. And in case anybody's curious, these covers are from Nerdy Ink, who I'll leave down below. But yeah, in June, we'll wrap up the Throne of Glass series with Kingdom of Ash. Again, I'm hoping I can annotate all of Sarah J. Maas's books. And then going from July, in July, we'll be reading A Quarter Thorns and Roses by, obviously, Sarah J. Maas. In August, right? Yeah, August, we'll be reading A Quarter Mr. Fury. In September, we'll be reading Quarter Wings and Ruins, which is my favorite of the Athon series. And then October, wow, sorry. In October, we have A Quarter Frost and Starlight, which we might do 2 books in October, but we haven't decided if we wanted to do that or not, since we are doing 2 books in a lot of the other months. So in October, you can read A Quarter Frost and Starlight. This is the novella in the Athon series. And then in November, we'll be reading A Quarter Silver Flames, which is funny because I still have not read this one yet. And I think once we do this read along, it will motivate me to finally pick up A Quarter Silver Flames. And I weirdly have not been spoiled for this book yet, so I'm very excited. And then we'll continue on our series. I think the next series we're going to read after that is the Scythe series by Neil Shusterman. So in December, we'll read Scythe. In January, we'll read Thunderhead. In February, we read The Toll. And then in March, we'll read Gleanings. And that'll be the 3 series we want to read. There's another series we want to read too, but I don't know if we're supposed to announce it in this video or not. But yeah, this is a short, fun, simple readathon where we read Sarah J. Maas. This can be either your first time reading it or your second time, like me and Lori. And like I said, I haven't read this series in a while, so I'm really excited to dive into Sarah J. Maas's books. And maybe I'll finally read A Quarter Silver Flames, because I had this on my TBR literally since the day it came out. So yeah, join along with us as we read Sarah J. Maas books, and I cannot wait to see what you guys think of them. And I think Lori and I are also going to do a live show with each of the books, and we'll discuss about them on the live show. We'll do a spoiler discussion. We'll even do spoiler free. I know both Lori and I want to do a reading vlog for each of these books when we do get to them. So let me know if that was a bit too fast for you guys, and I'll leave all the information down below in the description box. I will be going to edit this video now, and I hope you all have a great day or night or not. The choice is yours, and happy reading. If you notice anything new in the background or anything new with me, let me know down below, and I'll talk to you guys down in the comments. Hope you all have a great day or night or not. The choice is yours, and happy reading and happy holidays, and I'll talk to you guys in the New Year's. Bye. Hello, bookish friends. I realized while my announcement video was really well done, I realized I kind of messed up a little bit. So in January, I think, January 2025, we'll be reading House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. February 2025, we'll be reading the sequel to House of Earth and Blood. And then March, we'll be reading a new one, House of Flame and Shadows. And then later on in the year, in April, we'll start the Scythe series. So we'll start with April being Scythe, May being Thunderhead, and then June will be the Toll, and then July would be Gleanings, and then after that we'll be reading the Ember Quartet throughout the whole rest of that year of 2025. So come along with us, and I hope you enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.